Some people say Christmas is the most wonderful time of year. Some say football season, and some, especially if they're from the Panhandle, well, they say snapper season.
It's a lifestyle, not really a job.
You know that feeling of pregame jitters and butterflies? That's the entire aura of fishermen all across the Gulf Coast as we are less than a week away from the start of red snapper season.
It's just like a light switch. You know, snapper season comes in, you've got boats everywhere, and when the season goes out, the switch goes down. There's plenty of fish still to catch after and before, you know, but people have their focus on the emphasis on the red snapper.
Snapper fishing is one of the main attractions in the early part of summer in the Panhandle, but it's not just the professionals who get involved, as thousands of private boats hit the water every day the season is open.
It's really exciting because it's a type of fishing where it's good for families. It's not a real difficult fishery to be in, and it doesn't take a whole lot of skill to land a snapper, so the kids can be highly involved in it. It brings everybody out on the water for a day, and you can enjoy it.
Each year the state regulates a start and end date, and this season is just days away.
We start here June 1 through August 2nd with the federally permitted boats, and the recreational season opens the 4th, which is next Friday.
In recent years, snapper season has continued to get longer and longer, and it's nearly 2 months this year, but it hasn't always been that way.
Years ago, snapper season was a lot longer, than the regulations shortened it, and it got really, really short, and now we're finally starting to see the season get a little longer each year. And that's really helping out our businesses, where we don't have to go as hard every day, but we just try to fish as much as we can so we can make a living and feed our families.
And while returning home with a boatload of red snapper is one of the best and freshest meals you may ever get to experience, it's the journey to the deep seas that can be equally rewarding.
A lot of memories. You know, you come back and get your photograph of your fish, and you can look at that later on, and man, you remember that time when we were there, caught those fish, and it's memories.
Snapper season will be open recreationally just under 2 months this year, from June 4th to July 28th, and each licensed fisher is allowed to keep 2 fish over 16 inches per day. The Mosley Base